Hey everybody, hope you're well. Andy here at Audi Upgrades. A slightly different retrofit today. So this is a 2023 Skoda Karoq NU7 and a really nice car actually. But the customer wanted the power tailgate fitted. So this currently just has a manual tailgate. So if you've seen my video where I've done this on the A38Y, it's a very similar kind of process. But we're going to be replacing these struts here. These are the standard gas struts, non-electric, with these new ones. So these are electric power tailgate struts. So we're going to be swapping these over, swapping over the locks and the motors and the other bits in the boot lid, wiring it into the car, adding the button into the back of the trim at the top there so you can press the button and close. And then at a later date, just because the parts didn't arrive because they're on back order, we're going to be adding the button to the driver's door so you can open and close the tailgate from the door, because that is an optional extra. You don't have to have it but you can have it. But the little bit of trim needed that goes around that button is unfortunately on back order from Germany and didn't arrive in time, so we're going to do that at a later date. But yes, that's the plan. So we're going to remove the gas struts, as I say, get these fitted, get all the wiring plumbed in, get it coded to factory spec, and then hopefully all be working. So we'll take some photos as usual and try and stitch it all together, and I'll do a video at the end showing it all completed. Many thanks. So I've now completed the electric power tailgate onto this 2023 Skoda Karoq NU7. So it took me about 7 hours-ish, 6-7 hours to complete. Just routing of wiring, to be honest, is what takes up the most time. There's a lot of wiring to add, and you've got to get it into the bonnet, into the boot lid, I should say, and then get it into the car and up to the front of the vehicle as well. There's quite a bit involved there, but all working great. So here are, just like on my A38Y power tailgate, here are the old gas struts. I do this kind of spinny thing here. These old gas struts that were originally on the vehicle. So these have now been removed, and the new power tailgate, power struts we should call them, or drive units is the official term, have been fitted. So along with that, I have also fitted the button into the boot lid, so now the boot can be closed from the button and the boot lid. That obviously wasn't there to begin with because it was a manual tailgate. I will be adding a button to the front driver's door. In fact, I've actually got it here. So if I take it out the little bag, here is, if I hold it up to the camera, here is the button for the front door. Driver's door, but unfortunately there's a trim that goes around this, and that trim unfortunately has not arrived, so I can't fit it because the button will just fall into the inside of the door and loose. So we're going to complete that at a later date, but it's only a button, we can sort that out relatively quickly. So yes, so the car is currently locked. This car does not have keyless entry. Take the key out of the Faraday pouch just to show you, no keyless entry. Put the key back in the Faraday pouch. And but with the Skoda Karoq, you've got a couple of options in terms of opening the boot when the power tailgate is fitted. So first of all, with the car locked, if I don't have the car key on me and walk up to the boot, I can't open the boot is locked, okay? But if I take the key out the Faraday pouch, so it's in my hands, I can then walk up to the boot, press the button, and the boot rises, okay? So here are the new power struts, one on each side. Actually, they changed this in mid-2023 to a single strut, power strut. So there's only one of these now on Skoda Karoq. If you order it from the factory, there's one electric power strut, and on the other side is a spring strut. So on this car, we've actually got two electric power struts, but they've actually taken that back. Maybe it's a cost-cutting thing, I don't know, to just one, and then a spring-mounted one, a spring-loaded one, I should say, on the other side. But on this particular install, we've put both electric power struts in, so the left and the right-hand variants. And yeah, as you can see, you can just press the handle when the car is locked, and the boot will open. We've got our button now up here. It's lit up red. It's got a little red light background to it, picture of a car with a lid symbol on the back of it. And if I press that button there, the boot will of course close. Really nice, neat install and everything. And then from a key perspective, you can open the boot now with the key. So I can hold down so the customer has the key. But if you don't have the power tailgate, this button doesn't do anything. It has no function. So you can hold this now down. If I hold it down, and she rises, right? And even though this car does not have keyless entry, make that point very clear. I can hold this button down. It will beep. I can let go of the button, so I'm not pressing anything, and the boot will close. So now you've got the ability to remotely open and close the boot from the key as well. And then obviously if you have when I do get round to fitting the button in the driver's door, you can press that once to open the boot, and then you can lift it and hold it and it will close the boot. But yes, really nice install. Everything's coded to factory spec. Everything works great. Every nut and bolt and trim and everything's all back as it should be. Giving the car a little wipe down and clean. I sent a little video to the customer just to let them tease them that it was nearly finished, and he's very, very happy. So he'll be coming to collect the car later today. And yeah, there we go. So it's not the cheapest of retrofits, and I think you're kind of looking around the £2,000 mark, supplied and fitted, maybe a bit more. The parts are quite expensive. There's a lot of wiring. New lock, drive unit, the drive units, these drive units as well, speaker, wiring, other bits and pieces, nuts, bolts, trims. It all adds up very, very fast, but it can be done. Yeah, enough of me waffling on. I hope that was of interest, and any questions, please do let me know. Cheers, guys.
Watch out now. Don't stop. Watch out now.